What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I am going to be discussing UFC fighters in every division who can't catch a break. These guys are just getting the short end of the stick with the matchmaking, They're just getting either constant tough fights or they're just never getting favored by the company. They're always in gatekeeping status, all of the above. These are just guys who to quote whoever the fuck that guy was, hey, can it live like that whatever the fuck that guy's name was that said that, bro, can these guys live? Can these guys just be free to do what they want in the sport? Can they just you let them chill and just give them a fucking easy fight for once, or give them a fight up the rankings? These are just dudes that are getting constant tough matchups or constantly getting rough draws with the matchmaking in each division. So yeah, let me know who I missed. I'm sure there's a few others that I didn't discuss in the video, but without further ado, we'll start off with flyweight, go all the way up to heavyweight. Like, subscribe, do all that shit, drop some more video ideas you guys want to see, and without further ado, let's get started with the flyweight division. So flyweight, we're going to start off with Charles Johnson. This dude, it feels like the UFC just don't like him very much. I don't know, they just keep, this dude's just been in top 15 prospect kind of keeper status for ages. It's weird. He came in and lost some fights, so I get it, but also this dude's on a four fight win streak in 2024, and you want to know who he gets? He gets fucking second fight in the UFC, unranked Ramazan Temirov. Bro, after coming off wins over fucking Sumerderji, Josh Van, Jake Hadley, and Azat Maxim. Before that, he lost to Rafael Estevan, but he went 4-0 in 2024, and best, yeah, good job, kid. Best we can do is Ramazan Temirov. Good luck. And now he's lost. I feel bad. This dude should have been getting a jump up the rankings, and instead now he's lost his win streak, and he's probably going to be fucking fighting I don't know, Ronaldo Rodriguez next. They just don't really seem to want Charles Johnson, in big fights, I guess. I'm not trying to fucking campaign for him to be fighting Royval or anything, or Cap, but could have given this man a Perez fight, could have given this man a Tim Elliott fight, but no, we had to do the Ramazan Temirov fight because we just needed Ramazan Temirov in the rankings after one UFC fight against CJ Vergara. So this one's not as bad as some of the other guys on the list, but yeah, I get it. He lost to Estevan, you give him Azat Maxim, cool, he wins. You give him Jake Hadley. I wouldn't call Jake Hadley a prospect, but yeah, that was a kind of 50-50 fight. Then he gets Josh Van on short-ish notice, and then he gets Sumerderji. Okay, they're actually giving him a shot to kind of fight up the rankings a bit. But yeah, that Temirov fight was just kind of fucking weird. Flyweight, I'm trying to think other guys who you could discuss. Royval seems to just keep having to fight again and again, but I don't really care because he's already lost for the belt twice. Who else? I don't know. Urseg's getting some tough fights, but Urseg's getting fights up the rankings, so I don't even feel bad. Even if he gets on even if he loses to Moreno and ends up on a 3-fight loss streak, that's not the UFC just sending him through the ringer. That's just here you go, have infinite number one contender fights. I guess you lost, unlucky. So yeah, Charles Johnson's my selection for flyweight. Anyway, let's move on. Alex Perez is another decent choice. Mateus Nicolau, before he got cut, was a decent choice as well. Anyway, let's move on to the bantamweight division. Bantamweight Jose Aldo Jr. I just summoned Slim MMA in the comments with that name. I swear to God, I dropped the name Jose Aldo. This dude just appears out of nowhere like a fucking genie. Just poof, just bang, he's there. Slim's in the comments right now, I'm telling you. But no, Jose Aldo, I feel bad for this guy. I love Jose Aldo, man. Everyone loves Jose Aldo. I'm not going to call him the pound-for-pound greatest fighter to ever exist like Slim MMA. But I will say that he's one of the best to ever do it. And he's a sick fighter, and he's a legend of the sport. The level of disrespect, motherfucker, to give this guy Mario Bautista and Amian Zahabi is crazy. It's actually nuts. We get Jonathan Martinez in his comeback. No Dominic Cruz. No legend. No established name. No layup fight. Not even a Cody Garbrandt or anything like that. No one would have complained if he... it wasn't about the ranking. It was just about the respect with the name. If he'd gotten Cody Garbrandt in Brazil, would anyone have complained? No, that would have been oh, sick, we're giving Aldo a notable name. No Cejudo, no nothing. We give this dude Jonathan fucking Martinez. He wins cleanly, beats him up, pillar to post, 30-27, right? And then, you know what I give him after that? No Corey Sandhagen, no contender fight, none of this. Mario Bautista at Salt Lake City, the very scene of his brief 2-year retirement after Marab held him against the cage with 16 failed takedown attempts. Like, they just did the exact same thing. It's like, are you trying to get this dude's wall installed for 15 minutes and lose? Like, do you want this guy in the sport or not? Because if you don't, then why the fuck did you bring him back in the first place? And then they're giving him Amin Zahabi. So he clearly got robbed by Bautista. And you want to, the best we can do is Amin Zahabi in Canada. Good luck. Like, what the fuck? No Cejudo. Like, why couldn't we do fucking Song Yadong versus, like, Rob Font? Like, I get, okay, Cruz retired, injured, all that shit. That's fine. Cejudo versus Aldo. And just do Rob Font versus fucking Song Yadong instead of Song Yadong versus Cejudo. Why was that not what was done? Or even since that fight's happened, you could still book Aldo versus Cejudo now. But no, we got to send Jose Aldo up to fucking Canada, probably make him lose a robbery decision against Amian fucking Ariel Helwani Zahabi, and then we're gonna give him Marcus fucking McGee. We're going to give him, like, Montel Jackson after that, and he'll get chinned. Like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter in the featherweight division. So, featherweight, Kelvin Kattar. Now, featherweight, I kind of had to think about a little bit. Like, I was like, who do I choose for featherweight? You know, Bryce Mitchell, Dan Ige, Edson Barbozi, all these kind of back-end guys that are just fighting constantly outside the rankings, I guess. These are the type of guys I was thinking. But Kelvin Kattar is the guy I've gone with. I'm not set on this, but, like, I don't know, I just feel bad for him. Like, dude's on a 4-fight loss streak, and none of it is, like, definitive. I mean, yeah, the Aljo fight was, but, like, none of it's just, like, oh, he's just past it, he's what. Like, it is kind of washed, but, like, Emmett, I thought he got robbed. He injures himself against Arnold Allen. That's just tough. And then they give him Aljo. It's, like, not like they're really doing him a disservice with the matchmaking. Like, it's appropriate matchmaking, but I just feel bad. Like, can we give this dude fucking Billy Quarantillo and let him sleep him? Like, can we give Kelvin Kattar just a bit of a, like, I'm sorry, like, yeah, just give this dude fucking, who knows? Who do we give him? Who's just easily chinnable outside the rankings? Like, give this man fucking Alex Casero. He might lose that, you know. No, give this dude Cub Swanson, bro. Like, Cub Swanson's sticking around. Do Cub Swanson. I think he's already got a fight booked. Do Cub Swanson versus fucking, what's his name? Kelvin Kattar. I don't know, I just kind of feel bad for him. Anyway, this is not one, I couldn't really think of one for featherweight. Like, who? Like, you can't, like, Volk? No, like, I don't know. I could say Movzar, not just because they just keep making him fight, but it's kind of funny and I support it. So yeah, Movzar, you're going to need at least another 3 wins before you get a title shot, kid. Anyway, let's move on to the lightweight division. So, lightweight 155, Benoit Saint-Denis is one of my selections. I've got a few at lightweight, but BSD is the first. Now, do I feel bad for the fact that he got a fucking jump up the rankings and fought Poirier? No. Like, yes, that was the UFC being, like, way too premature with their booking of him. Like, I still do believe, if you'd matched make BSD appropriately, he could have got to a, like, maybe not a top 5, but, like, he could be a top 10 fighter in about a few months' time. Like, he shouldn't even be fighting top 5 guys. Like, he fought fucking Matt Fravola, and then they get, yeah, Poirier. Good luck, kid. Like, it was weird. Like, and he was a minus 200 favorite for whatever reason. Now, yes, I picked him because I thought Poirier was cooked, but I was like, what the fuck's going on? In hindsight, I'm like, how do you get Poirier off Fravola? Like, that's like as fucking disgraceful as Umar getting Corey Sandhagen coming off Beksat Al-Makan. Like, kind of. But, at least Fravola was ranked. You know, Umar managed to get himself to number 9 in the rankings without beating a ranked opponent. Crazy stuff. Anyway, let's move on though. Not moving on. We'll talk about it a little bit. But BSD, alright? Poirier, cool. You get slept. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, dude. Don't count them chickens, man. And then he gets Moicano in the main event in Paris. Don't feel bad from there. You know, that's not like, oh, they're feeding him to the wolves. It's like, now they're giving this dude Joel Alvarez, apparently. Apparently that fight's not actually done. I was listening to some program or whatever, reliable journalist saying, for MMA fighting, saying that they've been told that fight's not even booked. Like, it's not even, like, in the works, apparently. I don't even know. Maybe it was in the works. But maybe that fight doesn't happen. But, like, if they come out and just be like, yep, Joel Alvarez, like, yep, Mateus Rebecca, good luck, kid. Like, they're gonna just fit. They might still try and get behind him and be like, yeah, we need French fighters in the top 15. Same with Canada. Like, France is not as bad as Canada. Like, France actually has talent, right? They're a lot of them are boring as fuck to watch. BSD is, like, the only fun one. And Marvel's alright as well. But, like, Canada's worse. They just fraudulently try and get ranked fighters by giving them undeserved top 15 shots, like Mike Malott and Marc-Andre Barriou on the fucking UFC 297 card, and Amy and fucking Zahabi. But yeah, BSD is probably going to get fed to some unranked guy next and get KO'd. Like, can we just... It feels like they rushed his career, and now he's just forced to be like, alright, sink or swim, you got to fight all these dudes. Like, he fought Moises, which is... like, his best win is, like, Moises. Like, his best win ain't even Frivola. But, like, I don't know, can we just give this dude, like, a nice little step back? Like, can we give him Bobby Green? Anytime you need a highlight reel KO to get a guy back on track or keep the hype rolling, you wheel Bobby Green out, you know? Anyway, let's move on to the next lightweight. And I've got Bobby Green, speak of the man. I do feel kind of bad. Like, okay, look, any man who changes their name to King deserves to get slapped out cold, let's be honest. Bobby Green, though, not King. Bobby... got absolutely killed by Mauricio Ruffi. Before that, subbed out cold by Paddy Pimblett. Before that, he got the Jim Miller fight. That was like the one favourable matchmaking that they did for Bobby Green. Before that, we had the Jalen Turner fucking brutalization. He was going to fight Dan Hooker, 5 rounds, co-main event. And yep, best we can do is Jalen Turner in a 3-round to get late stoppage. And then, like, they gave him Grant Dawson, which, yes, he somehow won, but, like, they have never been... And, like, they gave him Tony Ferguson, right? But apart from that, like, Grant Dawson, Mauricio Ruffi, Paddy Pimblett, Jalen Turner, they don't like... So maybe they like him, they just don't... Like, Drew Dober killed him. Like, I don't know, I just do feel kind of bad for Bobby Green. It's in some aspects. But also, any sympathy I had for you is gone because you changed your name to King. Anyway, last guy at lightweight, Elvis Brenner. People forget, man, not many people know about the fucking UFC treatment or whoever's managing this dude actually hates him. Like, Elvis Brenner's manager is out to get him. I'll read this dude's schedule, right? He fights Zubaira Tukagov in his debut in Perth in Australia for whatever reason. Brazil versus Russia in Perth, as you do. So that happens, right? Then he gets fucking Garam on the show. He was booked to fight, I'm pretty sure, I want to say, what's his name? The dude that twerks, fucking Jordan Levitt. He was going to fight him, and then instead, he's like, Jordan Levitt pulls out. Alright, best we can do is Garam on 2 weeks' notice. Good luck, kid. And he beats Garam, which is crazy. Weasel had a fucking heart attack. And then they get him and then they book him against Esteban Ribovic, which Ribovic... I need that fight, by the way. That'd be sick. Brenner versus Ribovic. Rebooked that. But Ribovic pulled out. He ends up getting a layup. Kainan Krzyzewski, you know. The fighting nerd's punching bag. You know, he's not even a fighting nerd. He's just like, he's the local punching bag that they drag into the gym on Sundays to do some hard sparring. And then after that Kainan Krzyzewski KO, you got Majtbek Orlbite. Good luck, kid. Orlbite, yep, Joel Alvarez is up next, kid. Good luck. And then this man was booked to fight Daniel fucking Zellhuber. And obviously he pulled out of that fight. Probably intelligently so. But like, what is that run? What is that run? Majtbek Orl by Joel Alvarez and Daniel Zellhuber. That's what we were looking at. And his runs, apart, if you take out the Krzyzewski fight, Garam, Alvarez, and fucking Orl by. Like, they do not have any particular want to do favourable matchmaking for Elvis Brenner. I feel kind of bad. Anyway, let's move on to the welterweight division. Welterweight division, there's only one man that you roll out into the apex when you need a prospect to get a highlight reel KO. Neil Magny, your time has come. Neil Magny, this dude, no easy fights for Neil Magny. I'm going to just run through this man's resume. Like, not wins or losses, just the entire thing. Like, bookings, right? Because it's tough. I feel bad. Like, Neil Magny's just trying to do his thing. It's 29-13. But yeah, Neil Magny's record, alright, we got Carlos Prates, CP. You know, they gave him some CP. That didn't go well for him, obviously. Before that, Michael Morales. That's just, again, not going well for Neil. Good old Neil Magny. Before that, he had the comeback win over Mike Malott. Before that, it was Ian Gary got beaten up. Phil Rowe was just a whatever fight. He got subbed by Burns in a round. Subbed D-Rod. Before that, they gave him Shovkat. They gave him Jeff Neal, which he beat somehow. This dude's fought some the names on this dude's resume. Again, not wins or losses, but just names. I got to give the man credit. Damian Maia, Kelvin Gastelum, Hector Lombard, Lorenz Larkin, Johnny Hendricks, RDA, Carlos Condit, Ponzinibbio, Li Jingliang, Robbie Lawler, Michael Chiesa, Jeff Neal, Shavkat Rachmanov, Gilbert Burns, Ian Gary, Mike Malott. Why did I include Mike Malott? Michael Morales, Carlos Prates. Like, those are some of the names this dude's just fighting. Not winning or losing, just fighting. Like, no easy fights for Neil Magny. I feel like respect to the man. He's still going strong. He's still getting wins occasionally. What's he in his last 10? 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-4, 3-4, 3-5. He's 5-5 in his last 10, 5-6 in his last 11. I respect it. That's actually not as bad as I thought. I thought he would be like 2-6 in his last 8. But no, Neil Magny's going strong. Respect to Unk. Next up though, we got another welterweight, Gilbert Burns. This dude, again, another guy that fought Neil Magny. How the fuck did this guy beat Jeff Neal? I'm picking Carlos Prates. I cannot trust any man who loses to Neil Magny. Like, styles make fights, but like, if you're showing up at some points in your career at the stage where you can lose to Neil fucking Magny, you're cooked. But no, let's look at the man Gilbert Burns, because I feel bad for him. Since that Bilal fight, dude just has not been done any favors. He came back and, you know, they're like, yeah, best we can do is fucking Sean Brady, kid. Like, what's going on? He's on a 3-fight loss streak. It's probably going to be 4, because he's probably going to lose to Morales. But, like, let's see. They give him fucking Hamzat Chimaev, alright? He's the only guy who takes it. He has a close fight with Hamzat. Then they give him Magny and Masvidal. I thought we were on some, like, 2023 Gilbert Burns title run, second title run, bro. They give him Bilal in May. This man fought 3 times before May 6th, up until May 6th. Obviously gets injured against Bilal, and then they give him JDM coming back, and then they give him Sean Brady. Now they're giving him Michael Morales. Like, it gets to the point where you feel bad for Gilbert Burns. You're like, Gilbert Burns was that savage who would take on anyone, but now it's like, but now he's not the savage taking on anyone. Now he's just you're being mean and killing him. Anyway, let's move on though to the middleweight division. Middleweight Jared Cannonier. Now he's coming off a win, but it's undoubtable that they are not doing any favors to Jared Cannonier. You know, obviously the RoboCop fight, again, that's just like uncalled for, bro. Like, okay, chill out. He lost to fucking Baraglio and Amavov, and you're giving him RoboCop. Like, where's the fucking Jack Hermanson rematch? Like, where's the Paulo Costa at number 11? You know, now just giving this dude unranked fucking absolute marauder Gregory Rodriguez, bro. But like, yeah, I feel it's recent, you know. As soon as they hit 40, the UFC's like, alright, quick, let's get 4 fucking losses out of them in Apex main events. And then we can probably build about 3 stars off this dude, get about 3 highlight reel KOs before no one gives a fuck about him anymore. But yeah, like, I do feel slightly bad. Like, the Vettori fight was what it was, that's whatever. But then he comes back, Mavov loss, Baraglio lost, and then it would have been felt really bad if he lost to RoboCop. I wanted him to lose because I wanted new guys in the top 15. But yeah, still beats RoboCop, still fair play. But other guys, like, there's not a whole lot of like guys I feel really bad for, like matchmaking wise at middleweight. Like, they just keep getting the tough fights. Brendan Allen, I support the downfall of completely, obviously. But anyway, let's move on to the light heavyweight division. Johnny Walker in the war room with Tristan. Fuck, it was crazy, bro. Johnny Walker, this man is being done no favors, bro. I feel kind of bad. Let's take a look at Jamie, pull that up. Johnny Walker. People forget, man, Johnny Walker got KO'd 5 times in his 20s. He got absolutely brutally laid out on the regional scene about 9 times in one fight. But this dude, I feel bad. He's coming off back-to-back KOs, and it's about to be a third. Because he's just got booked to fight Azamat Murzakanov, bro. He just got booked to fight the professional. It's over for him. Like, I fear the Johnny Walker title run maybe though. Fucking Lucas Tracy yoinked this video I was going to do. I can't do it now. At least I'll give it a bit so I don't get the stealing comments. But I was going to do, because have you guys been seeing all the memes like the, Ben Simmons, it's alright. We got LeBron, it's okay. We got Ben Simmons. It's all good, bro. We don't need you. Like, those kind of memes, like, but for UFC fighters, like Zabit or some shit, or like Edmund Shabazian or Johnny Walker. Like, I want to do a video like that. Like, fighters who were promised as, like, the next big thing, and then they just didn't end up being shit. But Lucas just nicked it. So, all good. Lucas is on his game, you know. He's getting those videos out. Respect. But yeah, I was going to do that. I could still do something similar, I guess. If you guys want to see that video, let me know in the comments. But anyway, Yeah, this dude, right? And he was booked to fight fucking Bogdan Guskov, bro. Johnny Walker, I forget which one it was, but like one of them said the other guy was like the best man at their wedding. And they booked these dudes to fight. Like, I do feel bad. But Johnny Walker, yeah, like the other fights weren't too bad, but now they're like, alright, we're in prime Johnny Walker chinning season and we can get this dude Ankalaev KO. You know it's rough for your career when you're fucking when Volkan Ozdemir is putting you on his highlight reel, bro. Like, Volkan Ozdemir ain't got shit on his highlight reel. Like, he's called no time. He's been going to he's got all the time in the world recently. He's been going to a bunch of fucking decisions. But, like, Olberg decision, Krylov decision, Paul Craig decision, Ankalaev decision. He got slept by Yuri. Rakic decision. He beat fucking Ali. This dude's calling himself no time because he beat fucking Ali Latifi and Jimmy Manua. Okay, that's actually a good win. I take it back. Misha Serkinov OSP. Like, that's a decision. But, yeah. Misha Serkinov, Jimmy Manua, and Ali Latifi are this dude's finishes. Yeah, he beat Debut and Guskov on short notice. But, like, and then Johnny Walker, you're giving Ozdemir flatline one-punch fucking KO power, dude. Like, that's rough work. Anyway, and now Mirzakhanov's gonna kill him. Like, they booked the Walker... No, that was Ozdemir Mirzakhanov, sorry. Let me go back. Johnny Walker, did they book any other fights for him? No, they just booked him against Guskov. He pulled out. They're like, yeah, you're not getting away from this fucking third KO, buddy. We're giving you Mirzakhanov in the Apex. That fight was supposed to be in Qatar, and now apparently they're just moving it to the Apex because they couldn't find a good enough main event. I was told Shara vs. Costa was happening, but that's definitely not happening in the Apex. So, yeah, maybe that fight's off. But, anyway, I feel bad for Johnny Walker. Let's move on, though, to the other light heavyweight guy that I've got here, Anthony Smith. On paper, on my best day, I beat all of these guys. Like, on paper, I am catching a break. I'm catching a break against every single one of them because they're not on my level. Now, while some of the wins may show, or some of the fights may show wins for Anthony Smith, that does not mean he was being done favors with these matchups. Let's just read out, like, I'm going to go from the Jones loss. Like, Gustafsson, alright, cool. You know, nothing too bad there. Glover, Rakic just chews his legs up. Devin, they give him a good run. They give him Devin Clark, Jimmy Crute, and Ryan Spann. Then they give him fucking Ankalaev, Big Ank. They give him Johnny Walker, who actually fought smart for once in his life. They give him Ryan Spann. They give him Khalil Roundtree. They give him Vitor Petrino. They give him fucking Roman Dolidze. They give him Dominic Reyes. And now they're giving him fucking Ming Yang Shang. Ming Yang Zhang is the nail in the coffin, bro. Like, I know what they're doing. Anthony Smith, like, bro, you were crying on your walkout. I know you had tragedy happen. You lost your coach, whatever. That's awful, right? I feel very bad. He was clearly not in the right space in that Dominic Reyes fight. But, like, UFC was like, bro, please retire, man. Like, please. Like, Anthony Smith, I saw a thing a couple months ago. Anthony Smith expressed his desire to compete in power slap. Hunter Campbell's like, yeah, absolutely not, kid. You're not fucking doing that. But there's a whole lot of red on this Tapology, bro. Like since the Ankalaev fight onwards, that's what? Owens. Oh, wait, no, the Glover one was a grappling thingy. Sorry. He's 0-2, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5. He's 2-5 in his last 7. It's going to end up as 2-8. Or sorry, 2-6 in his last 8. Yeah, Ming Yang Zhang. Yeah, that's washed for you, buddy. Anyway, let's move on. Last guy we got to discuss, heavyweight division. And I've gone with Curtis Blades. Blades. Sorry, I'll stop. But Curtis Blades, look, can I feel bad for him all the time? No. But do I also think the UFC is, like, just always using him as, like, a guy to get chinned? Yes. Because, like, do I think they're, like, actively rooting against him? No. But it's, like, they clearly want him to lose in a lot of these fights. Like, Aspinall was just there. I don't think, go out there and get a 2-minute KO, Aspinall. Before that, Gelton Almeida, it was clear they were trying to use him as a stepping stone there, but Almeida, you know, just did some retard shit. Before that, it was Pavlovich. Before that, it was Blades, the Aspinall fighter as well, when he won by injury for Aspinall. But like Dorcas, this dude KO'd Dorcas. You know, people forget, man. Chris Darkus, he turns the body cam off. But Derek Lewis, the KO, that's just rough work. I feel bad for him because like anytime he's deserving of a title shot, like he was on a 4-fight win streak. coming off wins over with like notable wins over JDS and Volkov, right? And then Derek Lewis, you got to earn your title shot, buddy. Before that, like dude was coming off again wins Olenek, Mark Hunt over him, and then no title shot for you. Go fight Ngannou, get finished in 45 seconds. Like, I feel bad for Blades in some aspects, but also I don't really care about him at all. Anyway, that'll do it, guys. Like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me some more content you guys want to see. I'm going to do more shit with, like, these champions post-2020s. Like, I'll probably do a tier list of their actual skill next instead of just who I like the most. Or I could go full fucking yap mode and do, like, a mega video, like ranking or grading every single champion in UFC history on a tier list or some shit like that. That could be a mega vid. We'll do that for like 15k subs. How about that? 15k subs, I'll do a tier list of every single champion ever in UFC history. There you go. I'll be yapping out my ass for half of them because I wasn't born when half of these dudes were fighting. Anyway, yeah, that'll do it, guys. See you later. And goodbye. But Jeremy Stephens. I'll do another video too. I thought of an idea. UFC old heads that I want to see back for one last time. With the return of Jeremy Stephens, I'll do that video as long as fucking someone else, Lucas or Bedtime, doesn't yoink it first. But I'm going to do a video, yeah, UFC old heads who I want to see back for one last dance, some shit like that. So anyway, that'll do it, and yeah, goodbye.